following contest, representing Colorado, weighing in at Little Homie John.
Oh, I can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on. This is my brother.
Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits, what's up, man? Don Chaos, what's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flames and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Y'all already know who this is. This is your D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood J-U-G-A-L-O, the car millionaire. If you don't know now, you know. And if you still don't know, then mom's a hoe. We are back here live on Carnival Spirit Court. I am not hosting this show tonight. Tonight, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Lady Chaos.
Hello.
And what is good, everyone? Of course, which episode? We are on episode 106, y'all. Holy shit.
What?
106, 206.
200.
Thank you. But yeah, y'all, we are going to get into the meat and potatoes. Please welcome, without further ado, to the show, our homie, the one and only. There is only one of her. Please welcome, Dankalo.
What up, homies? What up, everyone in the chat? Yo, I am here. Can you hear me good?
Yep, perfect.
Nice.
Of course, we have
So you're gonna interview me about Dankalo art.
So yeah, we'll get in the meat and potatoes. Just say who you are and just a little brief history, and yeah, we will then ask with the questions.
I think everyone here so far in the chat knows that I am Snaps. I started Dankalo art over the summer last year, and I kind of just built a portfolio by gifting art to people that I wanted to do art for, like mostly my friends, or like I really love Wicked Wood, so I drew like a design for Wicked Wood, you know. And after I had built up enough art to really be able to show people what I can do, I just made a Facebook page and kind of pushed that on everybody, like, hey, give me money and I'll do art for you. And here I am. If I've got I can't remember how much I have right now, but I know it's over 500 followers. And that's kind of surprising to me because I get banned a lot on Facebook. So most of my stuff goes to the bottom of the feed and doesn't really get a lot of attention, because that's part of your punishment when you get banned on Facebook, is they don't let quite as big of an audience get to see what you post. So I'm really grateful and surprised that I've gotten this many followers this fast. I've sold quite a bit of art already. I've been pretty busy. I'm booked out about 3 weeks now. And I try to offer lower prices just because I'm new in the game and because I want to help the scrubs out, because I know how it is to not always have money for things like, you know, luxuries like, oh, I think I'd like to just get some custom artwork done. You know, you might not have a lot of money for that, and it can get expensive, so I try to keep it like super reasonable prices to keep people happy. I try to keep my reputation of all of my customers being happy, and pretty much just give back to the community, because I've always been in this community and I've always loved it, but like, what have I done for it? So this benefits me and it benefits other people, so it's just awesome.
And it's like very therapeutic for you. Like doing art is like very therapeutic. What I learned growing up, like in school, like when I took art class, that's what they taught us, that art can be very therapeutic.
Oh yeah, it's always been. That's exactly it. I've been an artist since I can remember. Like I remember even being a little kid, like in first grade, just spending a lot of my time in my room coloring and drawing, and it's always been therapeutic for me. So it's really good for me in multiple ways, and it's good for other people in multiple ways too, because I offer refunds. Like if someone puts a deposit down to get in line for some artwork, it's $20 for a deposit. Let's say you pay me $20 and, you know, 3 weeks from now I'm like, hey, it's your turn, I'm about to start your piece, what do you want? And you're like, hey, I don't have the rest of the money. Okay, well, let me get that 20 and I'll give it back to you. Just come back when you have the money. You know, I don't want to be an asshole like, oh, well, sucks to suck, and then just, you know, then why would they come back? And not just that, but life sucks sometimes and shit happens. Like, I don't want to just get mad at them and keep their money, which a lot of people do. But then again, you know, people look at it as, oh, this is wasting my time. Not really. If I've got people in line, I'll just move down the line. It's no big deal to me. So like there's a lot of things I try to do to make it good for the customers, and it's just naturally on its own good for me therapeutically. And then, you know, the extra money is always cool.
Yeah, and it's just your way of giving back to the community basically. And I like that you don't like charge enough. Like I've seen people charge a lot, or I'll see people that have like merch stores like me and they're like charging $35 for a shirt. I'm like, what? I'm like only charging like $20 for a shirt, $30 for a hoodie. That's not bad, and it's like good quality.
So
yeah.
So what's your favorite piece that you've ever done?
You mean like for Dankalo, or
well,
just anything?
For whatever, like throughout your whole artist career.
I'll go get my favorite piece for you if you like.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to show some of the art that I sent you while I go get it, I'll actually show you what my favorite piece is.
Can be? All right.
It will do. Of course, everyone knows this is the official Dankalo art piece.
Yes.
All I gotta say is I would wear that as a shirt.
Yeah.
So here's another dope one for those that love the anime. Death Note. Fuck yeah. And yeah, if you guys want her to ever do any art piece for her, just let you know.
Let her know.
She's like, she's like very creative, and I like how she has like a very unique, different style.
Yeah,
like
not everything is tits and ass. which is nice.
Exactly.
I mean, I love TNA. Don't get me wrong, but you know, it's not. It doesn't have to be throughout everything.
Exactly. Yes, we know sex sells, but come on now. Here's another dope art piece I really love.
I love that one. Yeah.
This is another one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
This is like a recent one she's done.
That's one of my favorite ones, actually. That might be my favorite, actually. Well, no, the Valentine's one that she did is my favorite.
Yes.
But that one's one of my favorites.
Yeah. The one for Juggalos in recovery, which is dope.
That one's cool. I love the girl. I love the, yeah. Because, you know, who doesn't love TNA sometimes?
Yep. And shouts to Juggalos in recovery.
Yeah. You're doing a good thing for fan out there, and we really appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm in recovery myself, so.
That's why she loves this art piece.
Yeah, I mean, I love the open-hearted Juggalos in recovery.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great community.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Woody who runs it. I mean, super stand-up guy.
Which Woody, if you're watching, which we know you are,
We know you are.
we want you to get on the show sometime because we would both love to interview you, and I'm sure Lady Chaos especially would.
Absolutely love to treat you on the show.
Yes, and talk about your movement. Let's see what some other dope ones.
All
Of course,
right,
that
I'm
dope
back.
art piece.
Oh yeah, that one's ours. That's Team Chaos. Or Dawn Chaos, but yeah, I like that one.
And for those that don't know, Dankalo is a part of Team Chaos. She's our official artist, but she'll still do artwork for y'all if y'all want her to.
Yeah, she's free to do what you want, but yeah, she's our official artist.
Oh, hey, the chat. Yeah, proud to be Team Chaos. You
Thank
guys
you.
are the best homies, I swear. I seen in the chat someone said nice job on the mask. Thank you, but I actually bought this off another Juggalo. I wish I could paint masks, but I haven't figured out how to paint the masks without them like chipping and looking like shit. I'm not sure exactly what coating I would need to use to keep the paint on the masks. That's why I don't sell them. That, and you know, like Dak has it covered, Diesel Art. I have a custom Dankalo mask coming from him soon. He's like the best in my opinion. He's my favorite mask maker in the community. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
want to
gonna
get him
compete
on
with
the
that.
show too.
He does so good.
Mhm.
I really love his style masks. I don't see how I could do better than that for real.
So let's see your art piece there.
So, let me explain, because people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" You know. So this is a memorial piece, and that's why it is my favorite. Is because it's actually like the most special art piece I've ever done. It definitely is not the best looking painting I've ever done, unfortunately, just because there's like flowers, and I'm not good at like the super pretty girly stuff for some reason. I'm just not good at it. But because of what it means, it's my favorite art piece. I'll try to show. It's a big canvas. Let me try to show it all.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh shit.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's for an infant that passed away before it was born. That's why it looks like it's kind of shadowed in a wound, like it's resting place on the
I love that stuff. It's beautiful.
I love it.
Thank you. It's like the most special thing I've ever made, so I have to make it my favorite for that reason.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Dankalo piece is definitely the piece I did recently where I was trying to draw with the same style as Junji Ito. Is that how you say it? I'm
Is it
not
that one?
Japanese. No, that's for Sicko Sam. Or no, Schizo Sam. I apologize. He wanted me to draw his mask for him.
Did you
Schizo
send this?
Sam.
Did you send
Juggalo
over
rep.
the Valentine's Day one that you did?
I don't know. I don't see
I
it.
don't see it.
So I can only have so much.
The
on here.
Valentine's Day one that you did, the scribble art.
I don't think I did Valentine's Day.
Or not a
scribble
Valentine's Day
art.
one. It's the one that you showed me when we were chatting, and it's red and black.
Is it this one?
That was for Woody Woo. He asked me to draw. He said, just think of heroin, and draw what you see. Draw something when you think of heroin. That's pretty. That's like all he said to do. So I've had addicts in my family. I've had friends be addicts. I've just seen like the really dark sides of it, and that's what my scribble art is. It's supposed to look like creepy, like someone in a psych ward scribbled on the walls or something. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be creepy, you know. And so I went with that dark side of what heroin represents in my eyes, and it was, well, you could kind of like pick it up yourself. Like that's what's cool about art, though, is everyone interprets it different. So like that might mean something different to you than it does to me, but yeah, it's just ugly. It's a bad thing. It's sad. It's not gonna be a pretty drawing, but that's what he wanted me to draw. So that's what that was.
All right. The one I was talking about was the Lotus one, the one where it said Lotus. Is that a private one, or is that one that you?
Which one? The one that you wanted a print of?
Yes.
You can. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I have all my Dankalo art stuff on my Dankalo Facebook page.
The reason I asked is because I wanted to showcase it because that's my favorite piece that you.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I know why you're asking. It's because it's like a really sad drawing.
Let me see. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. That's the one. That's my favorite piece so far that you've done. I love it.
This, thank you. It's super sad. It's supposed to represent how a mother would feel without her child during the holidays, pretty much. And that's like super fucking depressing. So there you go. That's what it is.
It's beautiful though.
The scribble art's always gonna be really dark. You know, there's never gonna be any happy scribble art.
And that's fine. I mean, you know, the community needs an
I don't know.
outlet like that.
It's crazy to me though, because like I'll put so much time into some of these art pieces, and you know, people like them, but then I'll spend like 45 minutes on a scribble art piece and people lose their minds. Like everyone really loves the scribble art.
Yeah,
I do too.
It's surprising to me. It's awesome.
It's raw. Like there's emotion. There's not that your other art doesn't have those things, but it's so raw. Like people can relate to the that it's so fucking bare naked. Like
yeah,
people can relate to that.
Like art usually imitates life. Like a lot of the greatest artists in the history of the world, a lot of their greatest art pieces came from like maybe sometime in their life what they were going through or what they were thinking at the time. Like Michelangelo, Da Vinci.
Yeah, all the greats.
Yeah, and artists and there's so many, because there's so many different types of art, and I love all of them really. Like there's like performing arts, like you know, rappers and stuff, or guitarists. I love to play guitar. Then there's literary arts. I love to write. I'm writing a book that's gonna have scribble art in each chapter. It's gonna take a while. I've only got like the introduction and one chapter done, and a couple of the scribble art pieces done. But I am working on the book. Sid Jones actually helped me out because I've known of him. I've known him for years through YouTube, Juggalo stuff, and I know he has written a lot of books. And I was like, "Yo, you need to tell me how you publish books because I really want to do this." And he let me know everything I needed to know. So it's really not that hard to do, and I'm gonna be doing that. Huh?
If you need a proofreader, I volunteer.
Yeah, we need to talk about some spooky stuff and brainstorm some scary stories.
I mean, you're welcome to share it on here too.
Yeah.
I can't give away anything. No.
Well, when you're ready to.
When the book's out, I'll definitely come on here and talk about it.
Right on.
Another cool thing I like about your scribble art, it looks like those things that people like draw like just randomly on the street. Like you've probably been walking around the streets when they do those street art
Street art.
festivals. That's what it reminds me of too.
I love like graffiti arts, like she said, street art, and that reminded me. I love graffiti art. That's one thing that I haven't got to do a lot of in my life that I really wish I could do more. I love graffiti, and I don't have a way to do it right now.
That's what I always think of Lakeland with his artwork. Like a lot of his artwork reminds you of like very graffiti-esque, and it's
Yes.
so dope.
Yeah, I love it. Lakeland's awesome. He actually was the very first Juggalo to draw me art, like in the YouTube Juggalo community. I still use that art piece. It's been a few years, several years actually. Damn, we're getting old, guys.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, he's done a lot of art pieces for me, and now to know that he's doing artwork for like artists and stuff, and same with you that you're like doing artwork for people like Scum and stuff, that's dope.
Yeah, you did my logo.
Yeah. That's another thing I get to do. I get to draw 2 art pieces for LSP, and it's both of the art pieces are gonna be Scum and Smalls one are gonna be in both art pieces, because they have the most recent tour they're doing together for the Blame Us stuff, and I don't know necessarily if that's exactly what the design is for. I just know that like they recently have been doing stuff kind of as a team with LSP, and I'm doing the artwork that way. Like it's both of them and both pieces. I'm really excited for that.
So
I can't give more details on that though.
So what do you actually do like with your art? Do you like listen to music usually? Like, and if you do, like what's the type of music you like to listen to as you're doing art?
Well, it depends. If I have a lot to do, then I'll take advantage of the brief periods of time during the day that my kids are behaving, and I'll usually just get whatever done that I can. I don't really take the time to make sure I have music playing or anything. I'm really just like, it's like work at that point. But what I like to do is I like to wait until my kids are in bed, and then I pretty much spend most of my night listening to music and drawing. I hop on social media here and there. I really don't like social media, but I know that I have to be present on there, and I have to promote on there to get anywhere with it. So it's rough because like I don't want to be on there, but I have to be. I do have fun. I have fun with my friends on there, but in general, I wish I didn't have to be on there.
That's like me. The only reason I'm on there is because of friends, family, and then just to promote me and then the people that I love to support.
Yeah. And to shitlord. I love to get on the internet and be an asshole. It's fun. No hater stuff, just clowning.
Yep, because we're juggalos, y'all. We're supposed to fuck around and clown around.
Yes, all of you sensitive juggalos, stop it. Stop it right now.
Yeah.
But I listen to I usually just put on an album. Like I've listened to DJ Drinkenstein a few times with a few art pieces. Just let the whole album play. Wickedwood, listen to Wickedwood because it's like chill vibes. Lots of stuff, really. It depends too, because like if I'm doing an art piece for like an artist like that Schizo Sam guy, I put his music on. I'm like, okay, well this is for him, let's hear his music. It really just depends. Or if I'm doing a really super sad or a super sad art piece, I'll have on some emo shit. It just really depends. It's always a playlist or an album of some sort though. I love to listen to music when I draw. It's like double therapy.
It is. Music is like I said the other day, I was talking to someone about it. Music, for me, music is the universal language of emotion. Math is the universal language of logic, and music and art are the universal languages of emotion.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, like
And
guitars can
poetry.
literally speak. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Even poetry is a universal form of expression
Well,
and
yeah,
emotion.
that's art too. All forms of art. You know, art like actual drawings, paintings, music, art. You know, musical art.
I love poetry.
Writing plays.
Yeah. Writing.
I don't know why. I just I feel like such a douche when I write poetry. I'm like, God, that is just too emo. Like you're not sharing that with nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know why I even care, but I do. Something about it. Maybe it's just too personal. I don't know. I think
Yeah, some of
poetry
mine
is just
was.
so personal. It's hard for me to share that stuff.
Oh yeah, I have some
same
pretty
here.
old personal like poems, but I never knew what happened to them.
I still have mine. They're in my journals. And they're so corny. They're so full of teenage.
You read them later when you're like not even in that state of mind or mood, and you're
Yeah.
like, God damn. What is
Like
like,
I
what
went
was
back and I
feeling?
read like when I was 20, stuff when I was 25. I'm 42 now, so you know that's a big gap, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Was I drunk? Yes.
Was I
probably.
that sad?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I was totally out of my mind.
Am I dramatic? Or am I
Fucking
an
dramatic,
artist?
yes. Oh my goodness, just full of drama and just yeah.
I love it though. I do. It's like a guilty pleasure. I like poetry.
Yeah.
It's not a phase, Mom.
That was my mom. That was my catchphrase growing up. I swear, if I had a nickel for every time I said that to my parents, I would have a fucking private jet on like retainer. For real. Like, it's not
Well, a lot
phase.
of it wasn't a phase. I mean, like, I never outgrew Juggalo stuff. I never outgrew art.
Yeah.
I'm into
Like,
a lot of
rock
the
purple
same
hair. I still have a fucking mohawk. You know, I mean, come on.
I need
I
to
know
dye
that's
my
how my parents were at first too. Like when I was younger, they were like, "Oh, you being a juggalo is just a phase." I'm like, "How's me being myself being a phase?"
Right? How is me being who I really am on phase? Like,
And afraid to be a weirdo and an outcast.
yeah.
No, I prefer it. I would purposely. I was such a terrible teenager. I'm not even gonna lie. I was a horrible person. I was an asshole to everybody. I just wanted people to leave me alone. And then they liked me more. It's
Yeah.
like, do you like abuse or something? Like, go away. I was just. I don't know necessarily if I was a bad person or if I was just like a kid in a bad situation or something. But I was definitely not the nicest person.
Well, a lot of teenagers aren't. You know, it's a difficult time. You're
I'm
having all these
terrified.
fucking hormones and everything's changing. Like, it's a fucking weird time. Like, I was the same way. My poor dad, I swear. Like, when I moved in with him full time, he had not a gray hair. And I moved in with him full time within 6 months, full gray. Like, I feel so bad.
You're always like, "Dad, I'm sorry."
I still apologize to him. He's 70. I still apologize to him. Like, I'm so sorry, Dad.
My dad will go to bring up when I was a teenager. I'm like, can we not go there?
Yeah. How about just I'm sorry and let's
I'm sorry, okay. Yeah, like I'm terrified for when my kids are teenagers. I am terrified.
Oh, my sister's already in that phase now. She's like, "Okay, Mom and Dad, now I know what you guys went through."
Yeah, because your niece is what she's
Chauncey.
She's what? She's your niece is coming of age, so yeah.
I haven't really read the chat.
What's up, Shanzi?
I seen him. Yeah, that's what I was laughing at.
It's not
a phase, Mom.
I almost want to read that in my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. It's not a phase, Mom.
It's not a phase.
What?
It's not a phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 What? All right, I need to settle down. I'm trying to
No,
be
this is the
professional.
Hours of Chaos
Hard.
podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna actually be chaotic this time, guys.
Yep.
It's always such a super chill stream. Well, not always, but a lot of the time. Oh, Skeletor in the chat said boob.
What about
Thank
boobs?
you.
I saw that. Boom.
Thank you.
That was totally random, but okay.
Are you gonna dye your hair since you got gray hair?
Yeah, probably.
He does have grays.
Mhm.
He does have a lot of grays.
I do.
Redheads, I don't think redheads get gray hair. I think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
can.
like silvery or something.
Well, yeah, I think I don't know.
I'm a redhead, and I know that like you don't get gray hair. You get some other kind of. I don't fucking know.
You like white hair.
I'm not there yet though.
Oh, dude, I found my first gray at 18. I was like, come on! Oh, really?
Don, are you gonna die? Oh my god. How rude. Look at you guys. Look at you guys being rude.
Twisted Shady's awesome though.
Yeah, he's the resident troll.
He's the resident troll in here, but he's the friendly troll.
I love friendly trolls. We had a friendly troll at the gathering this year we camped by. I realized in the morning we were camped next to one of the megaphone people, and I was like, fuck. And then I noticed as the day went on, he was probably like the coolest megaphone guy I ever met, because he would psych people out. He would be like, he would compliment people, but he would make them think he was about to insult them first. Like,
that's funny.
Like, he kept calling me Billie Eilish. He'd be like, hey, Billie Eilish. And then like, look over, and then he's like, you're a wonderful person.
That's awesome. I think I know who you're talking about. I met
yelling
that dude
like
a few
he's
years
angry.
ago.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I think I know which dude you're talking about. I met him a few years ago at the gathering. He's an awesome dude.
Because the way he like initially talks to you through the megaphone, you think he's gonna be an asshole, and then he just says something so nice.
Oh.
You're like, okay, guy, thank you.
I can see that working. Like, hey, what's up?
You have very nice socks. Yeah, like he would just say the most random compliments. I loved it. He ended up actually like making our campsite that much cooler. But yeah, friendly trolls are great.
Yeah.
I can't say I'm that friendly of a troll. I mean, I'm a nice person. Like, I'm not gonna like be rude to my customers at all. That's for sure.
Right.
Like anyone that's into my art, I'm very grateful and surprised. Like, cool, because you know, like I'm not special. There's a lot of amazing artists in the community, and when people are coming to me out of all these options, like that's really, really fucking cool to me. Like, I appreciate that.
That's
I
like
don't want to come off wrong to people and come off like I'm rude. I want to be extra fucking nice to you so that you understand, like, hey, respect, very grateful, thank you.
Exactly. That's how I am. Like when people come up to me and they want to be on the show, I think that's cool. I was like, hell yeah, I just need you to do a little clip for me so I can make it into a trailer, and they always do it for me.
Well, and that's an important key, like, or that's key when you're in any kind of like
work with the people.
Working with people, like, gratitude is whether you're an addict or not, whether you're working a program or not. Gratitude is like one of the key parts of, I think, life. I mean, we have to remain grateful.
Facts.
For sure.
Because
life is too short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely am. This mask is so sweaty.
Yeah.
Did we have any more art to show, or any more like?
Yes.
Yes, we do have more art to show.
Quite a bit. Let's see. Where is it?
I don't remember how much I sent you, but I sent you a good
You
bit.
sent us like a good 25.
This one I really love. Let's see.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
You know, it's funny. Every time I'm done with a piece and I show everybody, like the next day, I'm like noticing things that I should have changed. Why?
Oh yeah, I think that's probably normal for any kind of for your work. Like,
It's like how I am with this show. Like I'll go back and watch. I'm like, what the hell was I talking about there?
Like that piece you just showed, I remember I listened to a whole Deftones album when I drew that.
I'm gonna say that does look like something like it would make like a good Deftones
For sure, yeah.
album cover.
I love Deftones. Yeah, they're one of my favorites.
Yeah, they're dope.
Very inspiring.
She's seen them in concert.
I
Lucky.
did. Yeah, they were really good.
I have not. I've been to a lot of metal shows, probably just as many as Juggalo shows, but I never did get to see Deftones.
Put it on your bucket list. It's worth it. What was your first concert ever?
Chimera, a metal band.
Oh.
And it's not like they were my favorite band and I had to see them either. It was like my friend had an extra ticket and I thought their music was pretty good, so I went.
cool.
It was great. It was my very first concert. It was at Alrosa Villa in Columbus, Ohio, and that's most people know where that is because that's where Dimebag unfortunately got shot.
Yeah, sadly.
But that was my very first concert venue was at that place. And I remember as soon as I walked in, like after I got past the ticket lady, there was a dude on the floor up against the wall, and I like as soon as I looked down, like I noticed there was a person there. He puked all over my shoes. I was like, okay, I'm going on the smoker's patio. What the fuck? And I go out on the smoker's patio, and there's these two girls in these like really tight short dresses, and they're fighting, like pulling each other's hair on the ground. And the one girl was like on top, took off her high-heeled shoe and started busting this bitch in the face with the heel. I was like, why have I not gone to concerts sooner? This is amazing. Like, it was such a wild show for sure, but I never thought that that would be the first band I ever seen, but it was cool. It was pretty great. They tore the Alrosa down now. It don't exist anymore, so that's sad.
I heard that was a good venue. I heard like Cottonmouth Kings back in the day always loved playing that venue.
Twisted did New Year's Evil there. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Back when I used to go to their shows. Awkward silence. Awkward silence for Twisted.
YGFT, y'all.
Hey.
Hey.
Trying to read some of these comments. I feel bad because I haven't really been paying attention to the chat.
That was a fun awkward silence.
Oh, Shoddy Boob, what's up? Much clown love.
Oh, yeah. So, since we're on the topic of music, like, what got you into, like, ICP? Like, what's the first song that, like, grasped your attention? You're like, what is this?
I remember I was in kindergarten because I remember that I heard my first ICP song when I was on this one street in my hometown that I lived on when I went to kindergarten. So that's how I know. I was in kindergarten and it was Halloween night, and my babysitter was my teenager aunt. And you know, everyone in the family thought she was super responsible, but, you know, when they weren't around, she definitely wasn't. She would, like, take me to parties and stuff. And we were cruising around in her friend's car, and they were bumping, Boogie Woogie Woogie Woo. And I remember sitting in the back of this car, listening to this, being absolutely scared shitless out of my fucking mind. And when I got home that night, I wasn't gonna add this detail, but I remember I was telling them that it stunk and I wanted them to roll down the window. They were baking out the car with me in it. Not cool, guys. Like, I grew up and realized what was happening that night, okay? So, like, it's just such a juggalo experience, though. It's kind of like I wanted to go ahead and just say that happened. But, like, so basically my teenager aunt and her juggalo friends were rolling around Halloween night with me in the car in kindergarten, you know, bumping ICP, smoking down. And I remember I went home that night, and all I could think about is how he said that, you know, he'd wake up and his foot's in your mouth thanks to the boogeyman. And I was like, oh my God. I was like picturing my severed head in the hallway with my mom's foot accidentally going in it in the morning, and like I was so fucking scared. And then the next day when I seen my aunt again, I remember I asked her if I could hear more, and she played some more music for me when I was hanging out at my grandma's with her. And it was like, I don't know why, but I loved everything horror related when I was a kid. Like, I loved to be scared like that. It's like at nighttime when it was bedtime, I couldn't sleep. I was terrified. But during the day, you know, like I really wanted to see that stuff. I just was fascinated by it, like how it made me feel. Like, it really scared me. It was just so cool. And that was the very first time I ever heard ICP. And then I continued to hear them like throughout my life growing up. And once I was like a preteen is when I really got heavy into them.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
So-
you know, I probably really shouldn't have been exposed to all that, but
Hey, man.
whatever. I mean, I
Come
like
on,
there's a
man.
lot of songs I won't play around my kids. Like, I don't let my daughter hear that song because I want her to go to sleep and not have nightmares, you know. And I know it gave me nightmares.
Yeah, and there's just something about horror that like drives people's attention. Like me, I love Edgar Allan Poe's work. He's like one of my favorite like scary story writers / dark poets.
Like Telltale Heart. Everybody knows
Yes.
Telltale
Yeah,
Heart.
everybody knows Telltale Heart. I had to write a paper.
Classic.
Paper on that. And
Yeah.
yeah. Good old
I have his complete collection.
Hell yeah.
You gotta love the Poe.
Yeah, and then of course Alfred Hitchcock and shit.
Dude, my mom loves Alfred Hitchcock. And
That's how you got into him.
That's how I got into him. We would watch Alfred Hitchcock Presents together when I was a kid.
I really love like the rat fink type of art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, speaking of, like, I just want to say, speaking of Alfred Hitchcock, like, that guy was a comic genius. You know him for horror and, like, you know, like, thriller shit, but if you watch Hitchcock Presents, the man is a fucking comic genius.
He
dude.
is.
He would just spout the funniest shit in between segments. Oh my
I remember.
god, funny as shit, dude. Man, that guy was funny.
Then you had Tales from the Crypt when we were growing up.
That was a great
Yes,
show.
and Creep Show.
Tales from the Dark Side. That was another good one. And The Hitchhiker. I love those.
Even
Remember Late Night, USA Late Night?
I do.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
You might not remember. Yeah, Twilight Zone. Like,
Shit
I
freaks
like
me out.
Rod Serling is also a genius. Like, that man, brilliant. Very fucking brilliant. I love Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I
of course, you
still
can't
love-
forget Stephen King.
I've seen it so many times though now
Yeah.
I'm kinda over it. But I love it.
I never really got into Stephen King. Like, some of his stuff is
It's hit
I
or
really
miss
like.
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was hit or miss, but just horror. People like to be scared. It's the adrenaline. Like people like to be horrified. I think it's a thing.
It's like when people go to haunted houses on Halloween, they do that because they like to get scared. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Shanzi just said in the chat, Creep Show fucking rules. You know what episode of Creep Show traumatized me as a kid? It was
Which
the one
one?
where that chick's dad came back to life and he's like, "Where's my cake?"
Oh,
He
yeah, I
wanted
remember
his
that one.
cake. The fuck? That scared me so bad. I used to go after school. I was not a very well monitored kid. I lived in the city half the time, in the country half the time. And when I lived in the city, if I went down this one street, instead of going straight home, I could stop at the library and then get back on track and go home. And I knew that. And so I'd go sneak to the library after school because they didn't ID you back then for rated R movies. And I'd use my little free library card I had, and I'd rent a bunch of like Friday the 13th, Halloween, Creep Show, anything that looked scary. If it looked like it was scary to me, I would get it and rent it. And then when everyone would go to bed, I'd sneak out and watch scary movies. Has nothing. I've gotten so off topic of art, but not really, because
No,
a
it's
lot of my
okay.
art is like, a lot of my art that I do like on my own, that isn't for customers, it is gonna look like something out of a horror movie. Like my favorite art piece I've done for Dankalo is definitely the one that was inspired by Junji. I'll let everyone know when that one pops up. That's
Venom.
Venom on acid.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
That's cool.
If Venom were to eat acid. Venom is so adorable. I love him.
Right. Tom Hardy played a good Venom. I don't give a shit what anyone says.
So I had to draw him just because he's adorable. But he's on acid, so he's like not in his best state of mind right now.
But he's already not in his best state of mind to begin with.
Just, can you imagine though? Can you imagine him on acid? Like, get the fuck out of the way.
Especially if y'all are nerds. Like, you think Venom was not bad now? Wait till you see Venom on acid.
Right, exactly.
It'd
That
be like,
was
it's like
done
if the
just
Joker
for
was
fun.
on LSD or something.
Terrifying.
Oh, it would be like if the Joker was on cocaine. Instead of Cocaine Bear, it's Cocaine Joker.
I feel like he's already on cocaine. But do you know which one the Junji one is I'm talking about, Don?
I think
It's the black and white. No, that's
it's not
Chainsaw Man. That's Power, the character named Power from Chainsaw Man as a Juggalo.
Oh yeah, I don't see it in here.
Yeah, I don't see it. Wait.
No way.
Yeah.
Wait, is that
It's
it?
black and white. Yeah, that's it. That's my favorite one I've done so far. for
Yes, I
Dankalo.
love that.
Yeah, I really love that one too.
That looks like that should be an album, like
It should be an
artwork.
album cover. It really should.
Like something for like Korn or something,
It should be anal bone cover.
or them.
Yeah,
It definitely should be anal bone cover.
I love like metal band art.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know what you'd call it. Like a lot of heavy metal bands have really dope ass art. That was inspired by Junji though, the Japanese. Yeah. Here, I have this. I wasn't gonna show my books and stuff because I just didn't want to try to like figure out where the camera's at. But Junji, I learned about him over the summer, and he draws stuff that like I picture in my head that I wish I could draw, but it doesn't come out the same. Like I just can't really draw like he does. But he's a fucking legend.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
There's some of his art. Hold on.
Wow.
Can you see?
Yeah, I wish I could draw that good.
I'll
wish I
try
could
and let my
draw,
camera
like,
focus.
I can draw a banana and like the sun. Pretty much that's it.
He's got so much amazing horror art though.
I
And
draw a banana.
I wish I could draw like that all the time. But I was practicing drawing like in his style when I drew that. And that's the one I'm the most proud of just because I think I did pretty good on that. And I don't normally feel like I do a good job on my art, but I really feel like I did pretty good. So I love that piece. That's my favorite Dankalo art piece I've done so far.
Hell yeah. And what's like some of your like, if you can remember like music on the topic of a little music, what's the first song you remember like hearing growing up? Like me, I heard like a lot of like Prince growing up, Ozzy, Black Sabbath, a lot of like classic rock was like played in my house, a lot of classic country.
Ozzy Osbourne was like my family's religion growing up.
Same.
On my not on my mom's side. My mom's side's like hardcore Christian, but my dad's side, everyone's like Ozzy was God, like old school metal, pretty much hippie shit. All the good stuff, really. I grew up with really good music.
Same.
Yeah, that was like with us. It was like Ozzy, it was like Black Sabbath, it was the Beatles, it was Led Zeppelin.
Hi Roxy Riddlebox, I
Hey,
fucking
Roxy.
love you. Why are you just always never around?
Oh, she made sure she was going to be here tonight.
Roxy Riddlebox is the shit. I want to draw something for you sometime. I gotta quit picking projects up. Holy shit, got so much to do. I really miss you though, dude. I miss you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I remember
Voodoo.
when you met like both of us in person at the gallery in 2018, and we all like smoked ourselves like crazy.
The man, was that Whoopstock?
Yep, that's where you met both me and her in person.
Not
Yeah.
me, Roxy. No. I wasn't there.
But yeah, a lot of people don't realize you and me, Dankalo, we go back a long way. We know each other since like what, 07, 06-ish?
Fuck.
I think it's like towards the end of 2016.
It was 2016.
Yeah.
So that's
Let's say
like
2006. Like,
That's like 10 years. You're 10 years off.
Yeah. I think I was in school.
Yeah, I think 2006.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I meant
I dropped out in
2016.
16 and got my GED. Fuck. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
2006.
I could not hang.
Yeah, I meant 2016.
Partying like crazy.
For real though, like I think a lot of juggalos, I mean not every juggalo obviously, but I feel like a lot of juggalos came from, you know, maybe a past that had some rough times. I feel like a lot of juggalos have been through some shit in life, and I think that, you know, that is maybe why a lot of people like my art and relate to some of my art pieces, is just because like we're on that same level of life. Like we've seen the ugly sides to life. We can appreciate things that maybe are depressing or that maybe are ugly or whatever. A lot of juggalos seem to be creative too. So, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised.
When we find the beauty in everything.
Like it.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, we find beauty because like I don't know. For me, it was like during when I was growing up, I was bullied my whole life because of my weight and.
Found the punk scene.
Yeah, like no one liked my art when I was.
Everyone hated everything I did, and so I've learned to find beauty where ordinary people wouldn't, and I think that's the way our community is for the most part.
Yeah, school was really rough for me. I had to drop out and get my GED because I ended up living on my own at 16. And I wasn't responsible enough to continue going to school. I decided to fuck that shit and then got my GED. But yeah, like that, like school, getting bullied, dealing with fucked up people and stuff. Like nobody really seems to relate to that in other music scenes quite as much as juggalos. Maybe heavy metal. I guess there's
or
a lot
the
of
punk
pissed off
scene,
people
or the
in that
punk
scene.
scene.
Yeah, punks. Yeah.
Punk rock for sure. I mean, I feel like juggalos are punk rock too, though. Juggalos are pretty punk rock as fuck, in my
She
opinion.
comes from a punk rock background.
The sound isn't the same.
When you
The
fucking-
morals.
when you look at the punk rock code, it's fucking it's the same as the juggalo code.
We don't allow racist
We
people.
don't like racist people, Nazi people, fuck off. We don't like pedos, and we don't like women beaters. You know, like that's the
I
way
don't
I want them.
understand how someone could be that simple-minded to be like, oh, you look this way, I hate you. What the fuck?
Oh my god, dude, I got that so much because I was like the only girl in my high school that had a mohawk, and
We're all
like
black. That was
you know,
me.
it's like I mean, people would find a reason to hate on me, and I don't know. I kind of fed into it. Like I gave people reasons to make fun of me because
That's why I was an asshole though. People
Yeah,
were fucking
same.
mean to me, so I
I
got
was
meaner.
screaming out, like
Yeah,
You were just pushing back.
yeah,
right.
so-
You gotta defend yourself.
yeah. I mean, I got bullied emotionally. Physically, nobody fucked with me because you know I'm not a pushover like that. But emotionally, I'm very sensitive, and you know that bullying that really got to me.
It usually really honestly doesn't bother me anymore if people have shit to say, unless it's someone I care about. If it's someone I care about, that affects me greatly. But if it's just some random asshole, I don't give a fuck.
That's like me. I always tell people I'm the nicest person, but the second you mess with the people I care about, then it gets personal.
Yeah, you mess with me or
Yeah.
someone I care about, you know, then
Watch out.
It's like
they'll make you wish I was never born.
it's like extreme both ways. Like I really don't care one way, and then I really care the other way when
Yeah,
it's someone I
I
care about.
I think that's normal for a lot of us because you know it's one extreme to the other, but I mean, not in like a terrible way, but you know, like what you just said. You know, we either love things or we hate them. You know, it's
human nature.
I don't do anything half-assed. You know, I whole-ass one thing, and I can't half-ass anything.
Or sugarcoat
For
anything.
sure, anything. Yeah. You can tell we're just like stone rambling.
It's okay.
She's not. She's like keeping us not stupid.
Oh no, I can be stupid. Trust you know
We're
that.
stupid.
You know that. I can be so feral.
Yeah, you
But
can be
we-
feral here. That's okay.
Yes, but we love it when you're feral
Yeah.
too.
I love the feral.
What? No.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna try to be mature tonight, guys. And like,
Not-
I'm having a hard
not
time
gonna happen.
sweating. I'm sweating holding in the feral. I'm just kidding. Where is Bartle? You know what? Okay.
I don't know. He doesn't.
I'm gonna talk shit for a minute. Alright?
What the hell, Barl? You said you were gonna not do your show on Thursdays now because to make room for my show. Well, why aren't you in the chat?
What
You
the hell?
asshole.
Yeah, Bartle.
So
I'm sorry,
I'm gonna
Bartle. You
talk
know we
shit.
love you.
I want to tell Bartle that
No,
Taco
don't
Bell eggs, the eggs that they serve at Taco Bell for
Eggs.
breakfast, should never have been created. The Taco Bell eggs are an abomination. They should not exist. I want to tell Crazy McCormick, fuck your couch. I want to tell Connor, fuck you for buying that shirt that I wanted. And I love all of you. If I think
Yeah.
of someone else to talk shit to, I will. Let me think for a minute. CVN, what the fuck? We need you back on YouTube. Other than that, I don't know. Yeah, fuck Ravioli Gang. There we go. Glizzy Gang's about to drop a diss track on them Ravioli boys. Let me tell
Who
you.
was there? Who was their Lord Savior? Chef Boyardee?
Yes.
I can't wait for this Glizzy Gang song to come out. I'm not even I can't talk about it. I just gotta serve that shit to them raviolis randomly one day. It's
Well,
coming out
I'm really
though.
curious, like, who do they worship? Because it's gotta be Chef Boyardee. I mean,
Boyardee's nuts.
That's a good.
Yeah, bitches.
I
No,
think
for real
the
though.
ravioli is better than Chef Boyardee.
Hoagie's cool. We just
Yeah,
like
shout outs to
Hoagie.
Hoagie.
Shout outs to Chef Boyardee, man. I like those raviolis. They're fucking
Yes.
good.
Shout
And all
out-
good and fun, y'all. We do love Chef
We do love
Boyardee
Chef
here.
Boyardee.
It's all
I
in
do
good
not.
fun, y'all.
I do
She
not.
doesn't.
Nothing
Oh,
against Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, weren't you gonna ask me my favorite food? I was excited to let everyone know for the 100th
Yes.
time. It's pizza.
We know that, but yes, now I
Pizza
don't know.
is life.
Pizza's delicious. Pizza's
Anyone that knows me knows it's pizza all day.
Especially when it's pizza with a shitload of cheese on it.
oh dude, you can
I
never
like-
have cheese.
almost all pizza. Honestly, like if I could have pizza every day of my life without my organs failing me, I would.
That's funny because that's pretty much a lot of what I ate. Like for a while when my parents first split up, just me, my dad, and my sister, we were always eating like frozen pizzas or we would go to pizza places. It was funny.
My dad was a pizza guy when I was a kid growing up, and it was like, well, you know, as an adult, you know, you're like, yeah, I work at this pizza place, and you're like, fuck. But when you're a kid and you see your dad working at a pizza place, you're like, my dad is the coolest fucking ever. He brings home pizza all the time. Like, it was so amazing to me. I thought he was so cool because he could always get pizza. Maybe it's his fault. It's his favorite food too. I guess I got that.
Well, what are
gene
your favorite foods
from
My
him.
favorite foods are hot dogs,
that you can never get tired of, though?
macaroni and cheese. I
Yes.
eat like I fucking shop and eat like my parents are going away for the weekend. My favorite foods are basically anything that's like high in cholesterol because I don't like anything that's high in fat, cholesterol, and you know I'm not buying into the whole cholesterol thing. I think that's a scam. And you know anything that's like got cream filling, pretty much like yeah.
Cheesecake.
I love cheese.
I love cheese. Cheese is fucking amazing. I love cheese.
Hell yeah, crab.
Cheese is
ragoon.
life.
Crab. Is it Rangoon or is it Ragoon?
It's Rangoon. Crab
What
Rangoon.
the hell? I've called them Ragoons my whole life. I
Doesn't
even
matter.
spelled it
People know what
Ragoon.
you're talking about.
I've been
People still
living a
know what you're
lie.
saying.
It's cream cheese water. But you.
It's like how I even told you they're also known as even crab cheese wontons, and people still know what you're saying.
That's my fucking. That's my Xbox Live name is something Ragoons. I spelled it wrong. I thought it was Ragoon.
It don't matter. It just depends where you're
People
from.
call it
That's
that.
such a weird way to say that.
Some people even say
Rangoon.
ragoon.
Ragoon.
Ragon.
Rangoon. You mean Ragoon?
You want the crab rangoon? Oh, yes, we have special.
I don't like that. I'm just gonna keep calling it Ragoon.
Yeah, call whatever you want.
Okay, someone needs to make that as a meme. Take a picture of me eating like crab ragoons with my ski mask, and it's gonna say I'm eating some crab ragoons.
What? I don't get it.
Because they say like ski mask, you look like a goon.
You're such a dork. Like,
My ski mask is sweaty right now.
The dad
I
humor
wish I didn't
is
wear it.
real with this one.
The dad humor is real.
I wanted to wear my mask again just because it's probably the last time I'm gonna wear it. When I get this DAC mask, I'm gonna retire this to the wall and just wear my mask from him. Rag on, you ragoons.
That's a good one.
Whoop whoop, Dankalo art, some of the freshest art. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited. Did you see his little his image on here, his picture on YouTube?
Yeah.
He's having me redo that at some point, and I'm
That's
so
awesome.
excited to because I always thought it looked like a really cool drawing.
It does, yeah.
So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
And we have 17 people watching. 17!
17! Raziel is a really big supporter of mine. Thank you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, everybody. I love you. I love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Punk is more of an attitude. Right. Shanzi said earlier, punk is more of an attitude. Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
It kind
there's
of
punk
is.
rock
I mean,
music and then there's punks. Like,
yeah.
And then there's the attitude, and then there's the lifestyle.
There's a
Yeah.
life. If there's a lifestyle, there's a fashion statement. There's an attitude. There's a culture. It's one of those subcultures that just encompasses everything.
Just like the Juggalo community, too.
Yeah, exactly like the Juggalo community.
We incorporate a lot, too, from other cultures. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's because we're all individuals.
I'll be right back. If you want to show some art, I'll be
Well,
right back.
Let's showcase
My-
some Dankalo art.
My kid is awake watching a movie back in the back room, and she just yelled for me, so I'll be right back.
All right. See, what are some
Oh,
other
that is
dope art?
probably so much better.
This one is one of my favorite ones, too.
Yeah, that one's.
This looks like this could be like on an album cover.
Yeah, a lot of them look like they should be album covers. Like,
Yeah.
they're really good.
Like this. Is my the only one, or does this look like this could be a cover to a Misfits album?
Yeah, for sure. I think.
Or some punk rock group.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the Misfits. Some other dope ones.
But not dancing. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry, we need the original singer.
That is. Oh, no, it wasn't dancing, but he went. Glenn Danzig branched off when
Did his own
Misfits broke up and did his own thing.
Biggest
He was
mistake.
He was just dancing.
Just bullshit.
Which is fine. I mean, no, it's not that bad, but I prefer the Misfits to over dancing.
Yeah, it's like with Black Sabbath. I'm sorry, I love D-Lo, rest in peace, but it is not Black Sabbath without Ozzy Osbourne.
It really isn't, no.
But I love Ozzy's solo work as well.
Yeah, it's decent. My dad
Alright.
used to play it a lot.
You're good.
I might have to get off here soon.
Okay.
My kids are awake now. My
Oh,
daughter
oh,
woke up
boy.
her son, so they're laying down, but I don't know if they'll be good or not. But yeah, the whole punk rock thing real quick. Like that what I love about the whole punk rock thing, that this is why I think it is associated with juggalos as well. The attitude is exactly it, because like societal standards, like for example, me saying, yeah, you know, I moved out on my own at 16 and dropped out, some people would be like, what a fucking idiot. Oh, why would she say that and let people know that? Wow, what a moron, right? Well, no, I mean, you were taught for generations growing up that you're a piece of shit if you don't do this, 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 and this. Am I really a piece of shit just because I didn't do what everyone else did? Like, I got my fucking GED. Like, I mean, it's societal standards is what punk rock goes against. Like, it's not saying, you know, be an edgelord and just do the opposite of everything you should. It's just like, you know, Juggalos dyeing their hair crazy colors, like you, Amanda. Some people might look at you and judge you, like, "Wow, why would you want to have your hair that color? Like, why the fuck not?" It's just punk rock to
It happens
just
every
be
day.
yourself.
People look at me or say something like, I get comments and people look at me all every day, and I'm just like, you know what?
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
it's
it's the whole anti-establishment movement. You know, fuck the establishment.
It's so much more, yeah. I mean, but
And
it's
you
just
notice how hip hop's like that too. A lot
There's a
of
lot of
hip hop
freedom in
and
it.
punk, like the mentality is very the same too. That's why
Well, yeah,
people
I
say
mean,
it goes good together.
There's politics involved in every genre of music.
There's hip hop too.
But I think the scene that's the most known for it is obviously the punk scene. You know,
Yeah.
because they've
sweaty.
been the most vocal.
And then the hippie movement before that.
Well, I mean, the hippie movement was more about love and not anti anything.
Yes.
They were anti-war, but
Yes,
it was more
that's
about
it.
love. And
Yes.
I think the 70s, 80s, and 90s punks were, because, you know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s.
Mhm.
You know, punks then were just, you know, we didn't have a uniform, but we looked a lot alike, and you know, but we didn't want to do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the whole.
That's how
That's
we are
the whole
too.
point of these subcultures and these countercultures. Is we just don't want to do what the fuck everyone else is doing.
We don't want to conform to society's standards.
We want to
basically.
do our own thing, and we're gonna find other people who want to do their own thing, and then we're gonna band together and all do our own fucking thing. And that's basically what it boils down to.
Like, look how punk rock Amish are. They're like, literally, fuck everybody. We're gonna live in the middle of nowhere and fucking grow corn and ride fucking buggies and shit. Fuck everybody. I'm not paying the BMV shit. Like, there's punk rock everywhere. Like, punk rock is beautiful. I love punk rock stuff. People can. I think that punk rock is an attitude and it's a music genre.
Right. It's both, and it's also a collective of different attitudes. You know,
And art.
It's one attitude that's a collective of a whole bunch of different attitudes.
Art is punk rock as fuck.
It
is. Absolutely.
There's so much freedom in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
freedom is punk rock, and I think that, and you know, expressing yourself is very punk rock because, you know, you're told a lot of, from when I was growing up, a lot of us were told that, you know, you have to go to school, graduate, go to more school, get a job.
You
Get
can't
married,
have any more pudding if you don't eat your meat, type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And
You don't go to church, you're a bad person.
Yeah, so like, I mean, it's about not wanting to, not having to do all that shit and just doing what I want to do.
A lot of societal standards like have people really fucking depressed. Like people are hitting their 30s like, I don't own a home yet, and they're feeling like they're just a piece of shit. And it's like, why? Because of that societal standard making you feel like you have to be living your life this way. You're doing the best you can. That's good enough. Enjoy your life. Don't let societal standards fucking, you know, make you feel like you're not good enough. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot to it.
There
I could
is.
talk about punk rock shit all day. Like,
Me
have
too.
you ever read about Sid and Nancy?
Oh yeah.
What a love story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I read about
they
that
were
in
an
high
interesting. They were an interesting couple. Nancy Spungen was a one piece of work, and
They should make a movie like with today's special
Today's
effects and
actors?
everything. They should really make a movie about Sid and Nancy. That's
well,
updated.
I mean, you know, the movie Sid and Nancy it's a good movie.
Classic.
It was good, but yeah, I mean, an updated version would probably be a good idea.
Oh, dude, I'd love that. I don't ever go to movie theaters, but I'd go for that.
Yeah, mine's. I mean, like when you brought up not being a supervised kid and you weren't really heavily supervised, like my parents supervised me, but they took me to do all the stuff that I would have done on my own anyway. Like my dad when he went on his first date with my first stepdad, they took me to see Clerks, and I was 14 in the
Hell yeah.
theater.
That's
And
awesome.
I was just like,
wow,
what the fuck are they talking about? Most of it was just way over my head. But I mean, like, you know, my dad we did stuff like that, you know. So yeah, like I think being under supervised kind of gives you that sense of freedom and like you can explore better. So I feel lucky to have not been super supervised.
And that's like how I was. My parents would supervise me when needed, but at the same time, they would just give me the freedom to like express myself as long as I didn't like get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably have to go. Yeah, I thought they were going back to sleep, and they're not.
Oh, you're good.
My kids woke up, so
37.
this was so no. Thank you for bringing me on here, homie. I've been meaning to come on here for a long time. It mostly worked out. I wish I could have hung out more, but I really.
Oh, you're always welcome back on
Yeah, you can come
anytime.
on anytime, dude.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna hit you up when my book's out. That's for fucking sure. I'd like to
Definitely
get
let
on
us
here and
know.
talk about it with you guys. Call me later. We never talked about spooky stories last night. Give me a call later.
Yeah, if we're still up, we'll call you.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. Stay dank. Don't be a skank.
Yes.
No hoes, only dankalos.
Damn right.
Woo woo.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Hell yeah.
That was fun. I love that.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Yep. That is definitely one of those people that I consider my best friend.
Absolutely. Good friend.
And now they're both best friends.
Yeah. We're kind of
They become sisters. Or they're guys.
Yeah.
They get-
She's my guy.
Anyone
She's
that
my
gets
lady
second.
guy.
Yep. So what else do we want to talk about? You want to plug anything?
Don't want to plug anything. Do I want to plug anything?
Make sure you're following her on all her social medias.
Do I want to plug anything? Yeah, I want to plug Almay's ultra black eyeliner. It's freaking awesome. That's my plug.
Cool.
Oh, and Canada Dry Ginger Ale.
Yeah. Yes, my channel is on YouTube. Just look up Don Chaos on YouTube. They're watching on Facebook.
Oh, got it.
But yes, Dankalo Art, she has a Facebook page and she also does have a YouTube where she showcases her art, like the speed drawing of her doing her art pieces too, which I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love her speaking scroll art videos. They're cool.
So yeah, what else?
So what else is there?
I mean, we dropped our first like reaction video together.
We did. What did we react to? Max Dipshit.
We did a live reaction of a live premiere, which you don't really see a lot of people do that, but that's just the dedication we have for Ouija Mac. Because
I drink Canada Dry when I'm on an airplane too. It's either Canada Dry and pretzels or tomato juice and pretzels. Every time I'm on an airplane, I have it.
with me, it's either Sprite and pretzels, Canada Dry and pretzels, or Coke and pretzels.
It's always, it's either tomato juice or Canada Dry and pretzels. I love tomato juice or V8. But yeah, Ouija Max Detritus looks promising.
It really does.
Okay, so like the single that was released, I don't know. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I love Ouija and I liked it a lot, but it's not my favorite. It's not. I don't know. I wouldn't put it up there with my favorite Ouija songs by far. Like not at all. Any or close to a favorite. It was. I don't know. It just seemed too like withdrawn. Not withdrawn. It seemed held back. It seemed like it seemed like it was held back. It was being held back. And I know who Shaggy the Airhead produced that, didn't he?
Yeah, shout outs to him though. He's a great producer.
He's a great producer, and don't get me wrong, the song is good.
He brought old school vibes with that beat.
He brought old school vibes with that beat, and I did get old school vibes with that beat. But it just didn't strike me as like it wasn't as in your face as his other shit for me is, like
Which that's one thing I like about Ouija. Sometimes he's all up in your face, and then sometimes he's not. He's diverse. Like everyone thinks he just has one dimension. Oh, he's
very, very multi-talented. That man, yes, but it was just, I don't know. It just wasn't in your face. Like
the video definitely was.
The video was good, but I mean, it was too, like it reminded me of like it. It was like something I would smoke and chill to, you know?
Yeah, it's like a chill, laid back song.
Yes, it's just I. They ain't good. What is it? They ain't great donuts. They are donuts. That's what it is. And he's very multi-talented. Like, but I just expected a little more like bang for my buck, even though like just so to speak, I didn't pay for it. It's just an expression.
But then again, she's gonna still hear the whole album, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Detritus. Like,
she's not that kind of person that when they hear a single, they're like, "Well, this whole album's gonna suck."
I don't base my whole opinion
off a single.
I don't base my opinion of a whole album off a single. I mean, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, they can't all be winners, and so yeah, but I am looking forward to Detritus. And I think the name is absolutely fantastic.
Once again, Ouija's like clever with his
very
shit.
Clever.
Like he's very deep. That's why I think people aren't understanding that he is leaving hidden stuff in his music, like ICP. It may look like he's promoting certain ways of life because that's what you guys are seeing, like his crazy off the top wall where his music videos look like your typical today's hip hop music videos, you know, chicks in the background and shit.
Yeah, fucking Tangeray and bitches.
But he's also been a stepping stone to show that women can be beautiful and shouldn't be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah,
which I like.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's.
But we know that's what he does because it's inviting. Like what invites people when they first hear ICP, the crazy off the top wall lyrics at first.
Bye, Casper.
Bye, Casper. Yeah. No, he's very deep with his shit. Like he has a real point that he's trying to get across.
Yeah, he's very, very smart. I mean, he might have some help, but I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, shout out to Shaggy Airhead for a really chill and super cool beat. It's a good song. But yeah, I haven't listened to Bloody Sunday yet. We're gonna react to it.
I've been like listening to it a little bit, but we are gonna do like a full on like review. But from what I'm hearing from Bloody Sunday, it's like those beats, like especially on the headphones or if you have bass, Jesus, all I gotta say is this album is pretty sad. Like not sad where I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like sad. Like this album is very personal.
Is it?
Yes. And I love personal shit. That's like another reason why I've always liked ICP. They have personal shit. They have shit that makes you laugh, shit that makes you think. Then there's the straight entertainment shit. Then there's the storytelling. Like everyone can. You're crazy if no one thinks, but to think that Jay is not going to go down as one of the great storytellers in rap, they're crazy. He is. Same with Shaggy. Like they are great storytellers.
Yeah, and they're great songwriters and storytellers for sure.
They can make you laugh. Mm-hmm. They can make shit that makes you think and go, wow, I was thinking that too. Or they could make shit that hits you in the feels and you're like, holy shit, were they like following me and like writing out my life? Thank you.
Yeah, it's like background. It's like the background or the soundtrack to my life. And I think like the one thing because okay, so when I was like 19 or something, or 18, my friends were listening to ICP, and
Jekyll Brothers are.
It was Malenko. They started listening to Malenko, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. I liked it, and I got to like it, and then I heard Jekyll. He started playing Jekyll Brothers, and they played the Chilego track, and I fucking lost my mind. Lost my ever-loving mind.
Funny as shit.
I was like, dude, I want a Chilito. I'm gonna get the fucking Chilito. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. And then it was all over from there. Like,
And that's another thing they've always been known for is a lot of their skits are fucking
They're hilarious.
Or even the little skit bits that they have, like maybe in between like a song. It's just funny. Like, and a fun thing is because she loves Jerky Boys. You know, a lot of the Jerky Boys did a lot of the work for some of the skits off Jeff the
I
Brothers.
did not know that, actually.
Yeah, apparently they did.
I love the Jerky Boys. Yeah, they were. Remember the movie, the Jerky Boys movie?
I haven't seen it in a while.
You never saw? Oh, okay, yeah.
Probably a long time ago, but I don't remember.
It was so funny. I love that movie.
I need to watch it to refresh my memory.
Yeah, you should. There's a lot of movies I need to show you.
But there's also a lot of movies, and I like that. One thing about us is we'll like show each other stuff. Like just the other day, y'all, she finally watched Anger Management for the first time.
Yeah.
And she loved it.
I don't like stupid comedy.
But that
movie was pretty fucking funny. And I gave, what was it, Cable Guy a chance.
Yeah, and she didn't think that was bad at all.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And she loves Jim Carrey.
And yeah, I do love Jim Carrey. But yeah, I don't like stupid comedy. So like that bullshit redneck comedy, you can take that shit on out of my face. No, I don't like it.
They need to make more punk comedies. That would be funny.
The most punk rock attitude-wise comic that I can think of would probably be like Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
He's got the mentality for sure.
I mean, would Beavis and Butthead be considered like alternative, like metal, like comedy? I can see it because if you were a metalhead or an alternative kid, a lot of us felt like Beavis and Butthead growing up.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was. I don't know.
All I gotta say is that was like 90s kids and preteens.
Like me and my dad would watch it together.
And that's awesome.
We used to do Beavis and Butthead impressions in the car, like.
That's one cool thing about your parents. Your parents are very open-minded, and I love that.
They are. Sonyatica left.
I mean, both her parents were kind of anti-establishment too. Like both her parents were hippies, or was it just her mom?
Mom more so than dad. I mean, mom went to Woodstock, and you know she did all that kind of crazy shit.
We always tell her mom how lucky she is that she got to see Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, my mom.
Tell them the funny story though.
It's not really that funny. She was on drugs, obviously. This is part of the form.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, it's not funny.
She says, I saw Jimi Hendrix. She's like, what, 71 now?
Yeah, she remembers that clearly.
She says, I saw Jimi Hendrix, but I was so fucked up on LSD that he had purple dreadlocks. I'm like, Mom, Jimi Hendrix did not have purple dreadlocks. Like, it's not, he didn't. She's like, dude, he did. I don't know. But yeah, like, I don't know. It was pretty funny.
Yes, everyone needs TP for their bunghole, yes.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
Fire!
Fire!
No, Shanzi, I don't want to chill out. Don't tell me to calm down, sir.
You calm down.
You're a towel! Idiot.
Can't say bomb on an airplane. What if I was in the military and I was a bombardier?
Jeez.
I don't need the
Yeah, that's right. I haven't watched the first one in so long.
I love that movie.
Let's see. What's some other?
Yeah, we're just kind of rambling.
We're just chilling out. Apparently, PBS just released this really good documentary. It's called Fight the Power, and it says how hip-hop changed the world. It's on PBS. I want to watch this. I heard it's probably one of the best like hip-hop documentaries out there like right now.
I love PBS so much.
Oh yeah, especially at night. Nova.
Oh, I love Nova.
With them nature documentaries and shit.
Yeah, I liked it when it was about like space.
Or animals.
Animals, but mostly space.
Yes. What?
Space is interesting.
Space. What else do we have? Here's some like memes of the night, because like we always find like Juggalo related memes of the night. And that's another thing. If you guys don't know about Dankalo, she comes up with some funny ass memes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in the world of Carmen Sandiego. Yeah, I used to love that.
That's not one.
What was that for?
This is a meme I was going to use when I reviewed an album.
Oh.
But yes, if you guys have not heard that Book of the Dead album, you freaking need to. Why? Because the meme says this. It's fucking facts. But this is a meme that I think is really funny.
Me at 3 a.m. all Twitter and sent comments of my double arguing on the internet.
We can all relate to that.
It was like that the other day with 2 of our friends. Oh my god.
We won't say much.
They just kept going at it. It was pretty funny.
We love you guys though.
That was pretty funny shit.
Or it's not just like if your homies are arguing, it's just watching juggalos argue in general in the comments.
Yeah.
On feeds and shit. Anywho.
Trooper says, can't confirm that album is badass. Delete Facebook. I deactivated my account. Every so often I'll deactivate my account for a while and go, and that's like the farthest off the grid I can go is deleting my Facebook. Like that's how fucking in the Matrix I am. It's like
right back at you, Sean. Anywho. Just doing her still impersonation from Sopranos. Anywho. Yeah, if you guys want us to do like reactions to other tracks or music videos, just let us know. If you want us to do try not to laugh challenges live, we will do that.
Yeah.
Even though people told me those are dumb. No, they're not. They're funny.
They're not dumb, they're fun.
Just like when you do the random jelly bean flavored challenge,
Oh yeah,
that's entertaining.
I love that. One of the streamers that I watch is a really famous food streamer. Does the bamboozle. Shout out to Super Cubby, who's not watching, but I will send him the link to this video because yeah, he does the bamboozle challenge and it's funny. Yeah, so if you're on Twitch, look up Super Cubby, super streamer.
Look her up on Twitch. Follow her on all her social media.
Follow me.
Yep, check out, of course, our homie Dankalo. All her social media is mainly her Facebook because that's where her public figure page is, as well as her YouTube. So do it. And yeah.
Yeah, visit my OnlyFans. Just kidding.
Or do we?
Or do we?
Just kidding. Rant, awkward silence. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I looking for? Oh yeah, let's drop some news.
All right, news.
Apparently Tech9 is going to be going on tour pretty soon. Come on.
No, he is going on tour soon.
Is. I don't know why. Oh, it is showing up on my end, just not up there. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Tech9 launch. So yeah, we're definitely. There's probably going to be there's got to be a Tampa, Orlando, or St. Pete date. So we're definitely.
Yeah, whenever Tech9 performs in Florida, he usually plays St. Pete, Tampa.
We're definitely going.
Orlando.
I really want to see Tech9.
Fuck yeah.
What else?
What else? We have this dope, violent J, lazy and crazy, or more like violent and crazy drop available. Got drip though, y'all.
It's just too busy for me. But I mean, yeah,
It's the style, yeah.
because it's cool. I like it, but it's just too busy for me.
And yeah. Make sure you guys peep out the links to where you can get yourself some Dawn Chaos and Carnival Spirits drip.
Do our Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we forgot to do a Valentine's Day giveaway, y'all.
Oh no, we're sorry.
But we'll figure out something.
Yeah.
But yes. What else?
Who else is coming to Florida?
Let's see. We want to go to it's called Throwback Jam, or Tampa's Throwback, where it's Ice Cube, Bone Thugs, 2 Live Crew, and
Color Me Bad.
And Color Me Bad. That's a dope lineup, y'all. We're going.
Yes.
We don't even care if we're far. As long as we can see that shit live, we don't care.
Send us all edible condoms.
Anywho. But just go get yourself some Dawn Chaos and Carnival Spirit swag.
Yes. Buy some Don Chaos merch.
Because I want to make a slideshow, y'all. I put in a lot of work, like in like the slideshows I do. You know, I do like when I make my trailers, I put in a lot of work to do that. She can contain to that.
Confirm. Yes, I can contain that.
She can confirm that Don Chaos is always working hard.
He is. He works a lot. He's always answering. He's always like trying to line up guests or doing trailers or editing something. He's always doing something. And so yeah, he works hard. He works hard.
Thank you.
What was I gonna say? Shit. Well, anyway, isn't Cody Manson?
Yes, Cody Manson is coming here next month. We're gonna definitely go to that show.
What's that? Love me some Cody Manson.
Oh yeah. And speaking of some Don Chaos drip, you can get this as drip right now.
Yep, that is
another Dankalo art piece.
I will have merch soon.
Yes.
With my logo and I don't know, some other stuff.
Hell yeah. And who else do you guys want to see on the show? Thank you again for Dankalo Art for coming on last minute. That was very awesome. I've never had that happen. I don't think I've ever had anyone come on at the last minute, which is dope.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because otherwise, I was either going to just do the show with me and her, or I was not going to just do a show at all.
Yeah. I'm glad that was done. There's going to be fart night theme.
Probably.
Yes, all hail the fart night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dawn, did you tell the details to look for more? No.
What are you talking about? There is no mafia.
I'm a waste management.
Yes, I'm a waste management consultant.
Waste management consultant.
But yeah, y'all, we're probably going to go ahead and get off. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in. You know, like, subscribe. If you tuned into this, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you.
And no, you didn't tell me about Mafia. No, you did. No, I saw it on.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I saw it on one of the streaming things.
Sorry, I'm starting to get a little stoned.
Starting to get more like R, like
Star.
It's continuing to be. Stoned.
Yeah, I'm continuing to be stoned. But yeah, you guys are awesome. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, be on the lookout for who our next guests are gonna be. And all I gotta say is one of the guests lineup is gonna blow your guys' fucking mind.
Yep,
yeah.
It could be your mom.
Oh shit. She's a savage, y'all. This is one of the many reasons why I love her, because she's a savage. I love her. Alright, y'all. We love you guys, and be on the lookout for her. She still has an unboxing that she's gonna upload. For those of you that like to do.
I have an unboxing video.
Yep.
So yes, whoop whoop. Two whoops and
yeah.
Yeah.
Whoop times 2, or now, as my homie's saying, which sounds better, whoop times 17. Later, y'all. Oh yeah, and if you don't know, then your mom's a hoe.